Hello, welcome to my home. If you're new here, my name is Karen. It's time for another weekend setup video. I like to put these up on Friday so that you can get all the motivation on Friday and think about what you want to do to reset your home for a new week. So I always like to, say I'm emptying the dishwasher, I'm going to spend a couple extra minutes really scrubbing the sink, really working on the countertops. I like to change the bed. I like to get the menu plan done and make sure I get groceries into the house. Those are the major things, and tidying up the house, making sure my laundry is caught up. And then besides that, if there's some extra cleanups I can do, if there is a little project I might have time for that I don't normally have time for in the week, if there's a trip to Goodwill or the dump that we could take to get stuff out of the house, anything that didn't already go there, that's what I love for my weekend resets. And I would love to know what you love to do for your weekend resets.
Emptying the dishwasher is the most important part of my morning routine every single day. Even if the dishwasher wasn't completely full, like it really wasn't completely full this day, I still like to run it at night because we're not going to get through too many meals worth of dishes in the morning if it's not empty. So everybody knows that when they get up for breakfast and they have their breakfast, that they rinse their dishes and put them in the dishwasher. And even if they don't, it's still so much easier for me to be able to fill the dishwasher throughout the day. Now, with a large family, oftentimes I need to run it after lunch, and so we do that, and then I empty it right before supper, or one of the girls will empty it for me. Oftentimes, after we have run the dishwasher at night, everyone has a snack, so there's oftentimes snack dishes in the sink, or one of the girls will come home from work late and make herself a supper, and so I can quickly get those put in the dishwasher to start out the day getting everything cleaned up and a clean sink. So no, I don't go to bed with a clean sink because we've run the dishwasher after supper and then somebody might have made something. So this little paste, I just love this so much. This is so good. It has a scrubby side and it has a sponge side, and this works really good scrubbing out my sink and getting any water staining from our water out of it. I always notice that it makes that sponge kind of gray and yucky, but also I can see staining from my water in the sink, in the drain where I'm scrubbing right now, and that takes it out really, really well. I saw it for the first time on another cleaning video, and I bought mine on Amazon. I'll make sure that I have it in my Amazon store, and my Amazon store is always linked in my description box. It is an affiliate link. I probably make like the most I've ever made in a quarter from Amazon links is like 11 cents. But every little penny counts, doesn't it? It does track your purchases for 24 hours when you use my affiliate link, but I don't find out who's ordering what or anything like that. It's still all completely private. But anything that you buy within 24 hours, I do earn a small commission on. Super small, but like I said, every penny counts, and I do appreciate it when you use my Amazon link. So you can even use the Amazon link and buy other things. It doesn't have to be the item that I'm sharing on my storefront, if that makes any sense. This is under my sink. It's still staying pretty good. Now it's time to clean the countertops. I'm using the Mrs. Meyer's Rose. For me, using a cleaner from Mrs. Meyer's is very much like burning a candle, and it does motivate me to clean, to smell that. So that's one of the reasons why, even though I have a couple of Norwex cloths, I still am addicted to using my Mrs. Meyer's. But I did just delay my Grove Collaborative order. I do buy my cleaners on Grove Collaborative, at least the Mrs. Meyer's type stuff. And I do appreciate having that membership. I do find it's a little bit cheaper than where I buy my Mrs. Meyer's locally. And you do have to keep track of it because it does auto ship, but you always get an email that warns you. So I do keep an eye out for that so I can adjust my shopping cart, or like this month, I can delay it. So it had me give a future date. It doesn't punish me financially or anything like that. So I find that because the girls are working in summer jobs, I'm doing more of the cleaning myself, and I'm not using as much cleaner as I was when everybody was helping me clean. Now, these are some herbs that I got that I've been meaning to pot, and I just keep procrastinating it. Oh my goodness. But the second one in from the left is mint, and I'm actually going to be planting that out in front of my stone wall outside because mint spreads. So this is really roadside where I put some flowers, and I think that it will spread and it'll be actually a good thing. That is a candle that I got from my son's girlfriend's mom. A local candle, lavender vanilla, smells really good. And by the way, did you know that spiders don't like lavender? I just saw that too on another video. Oh my goodness, you know, I'm watching the cleaning videos too. I used my glass cleaner on my glass top stove, and I regretted it. It was harder to get the stuff off. I did it one day, but it must have been super clean when I did it. I always scrape it with a razor blade because pots and pans boil over and you get that stuck on grime. You can get a razor holder anywhere. I got mine on Amazon. I know Temu has them. It just, you know, it holds a razor, and you use a 45-degree angle so that you're not scraping your cooktop stove. But I wish I would have used cleaner first and then the glass cleaner, because it really didn't clean all that great. So I do have the, what's it called, Wyman's glass top cleaner, and that is my favorite. I'm just giving things a very quick wipe, nothing too deep. This refrigerator always is grimy, especially around the handles, because people are cooking and they have stuff on their hands and then they're opening the fridge to get out more ingredients. So it's always a bit extra grimy. If you ever buy stainless steel, I highly recommend seeing if you can get fingerprint proof, because this one is fingerprint proof. It cleans up so much easier than, say, this dishwasher. The dishwasher, I always feel like, is a kind of streaky, but I have found that using the stainless steel cleaner and then going in and buffing it with a paper towel does make it so much better. So there's my countertop, all nice and clean, and that feels really good. Now I'm heading into the laundry because I had a load I put in the washing machine early this morning, and I'm getting that switched over to the dryer. I know that on Saturdays, one of my daughters does do her laundry, but I also know that I get up a heck of a lot earlier, and so I can get anything I have done early before she gets up, and then I can get the washing machine all cleaned out for her to do her laundry.
I'm really struggling with how much backstock on food I really want to keep, how many staples I really want to keep extra in, because I like having something that's easy to take care of and easy to keep clean. And I want to feel like I'm not keeping old food. And I don't feel like right now it's necessary to have a big backstock. And besides all that, I really want to clean out my freezer. It has been a hot minute since I've cleaned out the freezer because it's just been so full of I don't even know what. So I really want to eat down and concentrate on eating down what's in the freezer. So before I put in my grocery order, which I always want to do a grocery order when I do a reset on the weekend, and preferably meal plans, but I was dually trying to eat down what's in the freezer as well as save some money. So I'm shopping my pantry and refrigerator first. What I found in the freezer was chicken breasts, chicken thighs, ground beef, French fries, and then we also had turkey bacon in the refrigerator. And then I saw that pork was on sale, pork chops, at the grocery store. So I thought, well, that would be a good one. We had various veggies in the freezer, in the fridge, in the pantry. And then also in the pantry, I saw that we had the thin, I don't know how you pronounce cochile chips, kidney beans, white northern beans, black beans. And then we also had some pasta in there. And then we have sweet potatoes. We have cans of tomatoes, like diced tomatoes. So then I kind of decided what we were going to do. Instead of doing a meal a night, like Monday we're going to have this, Tuesday, that doesn't tend to work for my family. My teenagers, you know, I never know if they're going to be home or not. It's just a lot of things right now. So what I did was I wrote down meal options, and I'm going to show you the meal options I came up with, mostly out of the pantry. So you'll see in my grocery order when it comes, you know, what items I had to also purchase. And then a lot I already had on hand.
I even scribbled out the days of the week so that I wasn't even thinking that these were options for Monday. So with the kidney beans, we do Cuban rice and beans, and we had the seasoning for that as well. Then the chicken thighs, we do a citrus soy chicken recipe where you marinate it and then cook it in the on broil. And also I thought we could have the sweet potatoes. I don't eat those, but the girls love them. I usually just have a salad every night, or green beans or something like that. Then I thought we have this really great warm affirming nacho dip, it's called, and it has spinach in it and cashews instead of cheese. It's really good. Then pasta Alfredo, I thought we could have the peas I found in the freezer with that. Ava, my daughter, makes a great chicken curry, so I thought that would be great. We already with the chicken breasts, and we have the diced tomatoes. Then pork scallopine with the sale pork, and that has navy beans in it. It has like Dijon mustard and garlic, onion. It's really good. And then pancakes one night for something easy for the girls with turkey bacon. And usually those nights my husband and I just do scrounge around for whatever we can make. Chicken sandwiches, because I did also find hamburger rolls that need to be used up. So we have Chick-fil-A sauce, and that would take care of the French fries. And then cheeseburgers, we could split the fries between those 2 nights. That would also take care of some of the hamburger rolls, and then a homemade pizza.
By the magic of video, I can show you the grocery haul now.
Here's our grocery haul for the next few days. My favorite little snack here, Skinny Pop. Squeeze up Leo's favorite snack. Some cashews for snacking and for a nacho dip recipe. Jasmine rice, which is a staple. Cranberry juice. Onion. Rainbow collard greens. They look so good. Green onions. Some pork for pork scallopine. Dairy-free mozzarella. Salad shrimp for a lunch, also pot stickers for my daughter for a lunch, spinach, Dr. Pepper Zero, which is my weakness, little treat, decaf Dunkin', caramel coffee, this is my favorite marinara sauce, tomato paste, I got the kind that comes in a tube so that it's easy to store in the refrigerator, light cream for my husband's coffee, and also for him, no sugar added, Skippy, a little cat litter, extra firm tofu, European cucumbers, dairy-free chocolate chips for my daughter, as well as dried mango for her too, green beans for me, and then we needed a couple spices, onion powder, chili powder, Gas X, and some dishwasher detergent. Here's the things that were not available. I wanted 2 of the cat squeezy treats, and I wanted 2 of the cat litters, but they only had 1 of each. This was the end of the quarter, so then I got my reward, so it came to $28.59 off of this order. And so all of this came to $71.28. I do my grocery shopping twice a week, so I'm the opposite of people who try to do it once a month. And part of the reason for that is, like I said, I have teenagers. Sometimes they're home, sometimes they're not. And I have that list of potential suppers. But if I have a week where they're not home very much, we might have adjusted the meal plan. And then I can go back, shop my refrigerator, shop my pantry again, in a few days, come up with a list. It also helps me mentally to know, hey, could we go 3 or 4 days with this? So then I buy less food because I'm only trying to get through a few days and we have less waste. So that has been what has worked for me. I bet I am not alone in trying to spend as little on groceries as possible. The grocery bills have been so high this year, and all of us are trying to find ways to save money, and that has been definitely a way that I am saving money. And so doing this twice a week helps me not to overspend, and then I reshop my pantry, reshop my refrigerator, and see what I have and see what meals can be built. It might be meals I already planned that we didn't eat, or maybe we've changed our mind and I pivot and plan something completely different, but it does help me. Oh, and also I want to say sometimes someone will have used one of the ingredients that was in a meal plan, so I can kind of tweak it. As you can see, this is underneath my sink, and it has stayed nice and neat. My pantry has stayed neat, so I'm super excited that the decluttering did work. When I did the organize and declutter that you've already seen, I will have the playlist linked up and on the last screen at the very end of this video. If you've missed any of my kitchen deep clean and organize, I'll have that there. It was a very popular video. Everyone seemed to enjoy it, which made me happy. But everything is staying pretty nice and neat, and I have been going in and just kind of zhuzhing it whenever I open the door if I see something out of order, and that's really worked for me too. So here is my refrigerator with all of my groceries.
Okay, I'm going to show you a major reason why I tend to procrastinate changing the sheets on the bed. See that? The bed's made. During the week, my husband works here in our bedroom. There's his desk right there. He has his office in here. And so when he gets up in the morning, he automatically makes the bed. Usually I'm already up. I've been up for a good hour, hour and a half when he gets up because I get up before the birds. And so he's in the habit of making the bed when he gets up. So on Saturday, there he is making the bed. And then I'm thinking, well, I don't want to change the sheets now. The bed's made, but it has to be done. So I sadly am going to unmake this bed. Wah, wah, wah. Maybe if I do it neatly, it won't bother me as much. Ah. Of course, this time I can't do the thing I normally do, which is get too tired to remake it at night and then ask him to do it because he's already made the bed once. He's probably wouldn't. I know he would do it, but it doesn't seem fair to have to make the bed twice. I'll just have to make sure I get it right done in the afternoon when it comes out, because I actually need to get a new fitted sheet. My spare fitted sheet, there's a hole in it, so I haven't done that. Maybe that could be my special project today, is to go shopping and grab a sheet. Or maybe I should just order them on Amazon like I said I was going to, and then I never did, because I want to get new pillow covers, maybe a new mattress cover. I need to level up. These pillows, they're Max Z's, M-A-X-Z-Z-Z. They had given these to me for free a long time ago, and I did the video, we did a giveaway, but we've had these now for months, and I have to say, I really do love them. They're very comfortable. At first, it almost seemed a little too firm for me, or too big, but once I got used to it, and maybe once I broke it in a little bit, I really loved them. All right, so I've kind of slipped things out from under here. That will be a little bit better. All right, time to get them a washing.
Side note, as you notice, I am putting a load of wash. I already said it was one of my daughter's laundry day, but this is the joy of having teenagers, is you can get a couple of loads in before they're ready to put their first load in. So I never worry about it being their laundry day. I just try to get things in first. And then I am using the lavender downy scent beads on my sheets. I don't use them for every load, but if I'm doing a load of towels or a load that has a lot of towels, I don't separate my laundry, let's be honest. Or if I'm doing my sheets, I do like to use the downy scent beads. And then the other thing I do is I just take 1 extra minute on the weekend, or if I have a couple extra minutes and I just took a glass cleaning wipe and I'm wiping around, usually I'll at least take a towel or something from the laundry and wipe the spot where the laundry detergent goes, because oftentimes there's drips there. But I find these little moments where you take an extra 60 seconds and wipe up really overall makes a huge difference in my house, that I'm not having to spend as much time dedicatedly cleaning. So that's just a little tip if you don't already do that. If you're in the bathroom, take a minute, wipe something down. If you take a shower, take a minute and clean one thing. And over time, it really does make a huge difference where you're not having to do so much dedicated cleaning time. And it helps your home to stay company ready if anyone were to drop by, which do people still drop by these days after 2020? I don't know. And then I am just kind of spot cleaning this mirror, the high traffic spot right over the sink where the drips in the toothpaste tends to land. So another option or another situation where I'm just taking 60 seconds to do a little quick clean.
As I was just wiping down, oh, let me fix you, you're crooked. Can you tell when you're crooked? I don't know if it shows or not. I have a love-hate relationship with my hair too, which is another story. Anyway, as I was cleaning the bathroom, or wiping, doing a quick wipe down, wasn't really cleaning, I saw this and it reminded me that I had not told you this story. So, ooh, smells good. But anyway, you might know or remember, if you've been here for a while, my son that's in college and his girlfriend and her mom came to Maine from North Carolina to visit. It was my first time meeting my son's girlfriend's mom. We had a great time together. It was amazing. And she brought a gift bag for me at the end. And we had gone to Kennebunkport together. And I had a little kitty cone. It was my first ice cream since I started my health journey April 5th. So it was my first ice cream because, I mean, March would have been winter. I don't even know when the last time was I had ice cream, but I know it's like a year and a half. So I had a little kitty cone. That was exciting. I see something on my, okay, that's just my camera. Okay, sorry. So I'd had a little kitty cone ice cream. So then when she brought me like a candle and that kind of thing, and this, okay, does this not look like maybe like a lemon poppy seed cookie? At the time I thought, well, that's funny that she would give me a cookie because she knows I'm on Optavia. And she said that she has friends that are nurses who coach for Optavia because they think it's a great program, which of course made me feel good about what I'm doing. But anyway, I digress. I thought, well, that's weird that she would get me a cookie. And I thought, well, maybe I'll just try it. And I literally bit it and I'm chewing and I realized this is not a cookie. This is soap. This is soap. And the funny thing, I thought, well, I don't have my glasses on, but it doesn't say soap on here at all, nowhere. It also doesn't say cookie. It does say thank you. And it was so gross. Not to be disgusting, but if you know what bile tastes like, it had that flavor. It was like in my teeth because this is a homemade soap. So I don't know. It feels like a homemade soap would get in your teeth even more. I don't know. But I'm like trying to scrape it out and rinse it out of my mouth. And it's literally like sudsing coming out of my mouth. Oh, it was like that whole evening I could taste this soap. Oh my goodness, Karen. That'll teach me to take a bite out of a cookie when I'm not supposed to have the stinking rotten cookie.
I'm getting that laundry folder from the first load that I had put in the dryer. I actually enjoy folding laundry, and I used to hate to put it away and I would leave it in a basket, but now I find it super motivating to put it away and have it all gone. And once I stopped separating out my laundry and I could just put dirty clothes in the washing machine kind of as they happened and then just start the load either when it was full or when I needed to get my clothes out of the way for someone else to do their laundry, then it really did help me to get even motivated to put the clothes away, because I also didn't have a lot of dirty laundry baskets anywhere, and also matching the socks right away and having my kids do their own laundry helped me not to have this basket full of socks. I used to to have a basket full of socks all the time. And I'm not talking a small basket, I'm talking a big basket. I don't really have space in my house for random baskets to be around. When my mother would visit me, she would always try to match my socks and to get rid of that sock basket. But it feels really good to have the laundry situation under control, to keep short accounts. You know, of course, if I have something delicate, then I have to wash that separately. But by and large, I don't have laundry baskets around anymore, and I love it.
Okay, I was just thinking as I folded laundry folding. Oh, and this is a brownie, by the way. One of my brownies, so I'm allowed to have it. What was I saying? Okay, folded the laundry, that felt good, but then I was thinking, because that's a good time to think, so it's the shower. I think I'm going to do the citrus soy chicken tonight for the gang. I can hold myself out a thigh to cook a different way, because it has honey in it, I think. It might not. It has orange juice in it, which I also don't do right now. Anyway, I'm going to go thaw out the chicken thighs, and then I can get the seasoning in the freezer bag, and it can just be marinating through the day because that's when it's really, really good. So I'm going to do that before I put away this laundry. All right, I'm taking out my daughter's laundry here so that I can put mine back in, or put my sheets in. She's at work, so I told her I would switch it over. And then what I'm going to do is, she had a lot of towels in there. I'll fold the towels and put them away, and then I will put her stuff outside her bedroom door. That's what I usually do, because I find putting stuff, I wouldn't put laundry on the stairs because it's too much, but even when I put someone's things on the stairs, that doesn't mean they're going to bring it up. So I've started putting it outside their bedroom door. So you're either going to grab it or trip over it. One or the other. That's my husband's. There's a couple of our things in here too. And I was like, well, don't take my stuff out of the washing machine, because if I have to switch yours over anyway, might as well have my things in it. Yeah, she didn't have much in there at all. That was hers. Let's do those towels. I'm actually thinking about heading to Goodwill and to Kohl's, because I need to get some business casual clothing for I'm going to the Optavia National Conference, and I don't really have business casual. And that's kind of how people are dressing. I'm just going to fold these right here. I'm always like, did I turn on the camera? Oh, that is hers. Okay. Kids, my youngest is 16. Teenagers wear such oversized clothes today. Have you noticed that? So it's really trippy when I go shopping, because the smallest sizes fit me, because I don't want oversized. I mean, I like it loose, but not huge.
I leave for that national conference next week, my time, which is the last week of July. And I hope to do kind of a get ready with me, showing myself packing and all that good stuff. And I will show you, hopefully, the outfits that I got at Kohl's that day. I ended up getting one piece like pantsuit, and I got one pair of black pants because I didn't have, your basic black pair of pants, which I felt like is good, because then you can pair it with literally anything, be business casual, because I do have a lot of shirts, just not a lot of pants. Before I leave, I need to put together the citrus soy chicken marinade and get the chicken marinating that I just thawed out. I'm actually doubling the recipe so that we have some leftovers. So I'm going to give you the actual measurements without it being doubled. It's 2/3 cup of orange juice. and then 4 teaspoons of honey. And by the way, I got this out of the cookbook called Meals That Heal by Carolyn Williams. This is a really great cookbook. We also get our pork scallopine recipe out of here. One of the reasons I have this cookbook is it's one that is really easy for me to use for my daughter that has a lot of sensitivities. So anyways, 2 garlic cloves, and then 2 teaspoons of finely chopped ginger. And I didn't have any ginger to chop, so I used 1 teaspoon of grated, and that was actually doubled, so I would use a half a teaspoon. And then 2 tablespoons of gluten-free soy sauce or tamari. We use tamari sauce. You could use soy sauce if that's what you have. We use the tamari because it's gluten-free. It tastes really good too. So here's the chicken thighs. I had them individually wrapped in the saran cling wrap. I always have a hard time getting this saran cling wrap to uncling. It's the thicker one. So I'm cutting it with scissors to just push out the chicken thighs. So I do it with chicken thighs. This is also good with chicken breast. You don't see this, I don't think, in the video, but I do thaw out 1 chicken breast for a daughter that doesn't like chicken thighs. She doesn't like dark meat. It just feels too slimy in her mouth. So then I put it in a Gladlock bag, which I made a huge mess and spilled it everywhere. So there I am wiping it up, and then it just goes in the refrigerator, and whenever you're ready to cook, there it is, all ready to go. And you broil it in the oven, and I mean, it takes like 8 to 10 minutes to broil.
I just have a little bit of Goodwill stuff to donate. These water bottles, I mean, they're just too big and bulky. I don't like them. I thought I would. And this blue pitcher, you would have seen that I decluttered this, and that big roaster I never got rid of. And so these 2 bottles I added to it. That part you didn't see. Yeah. So I'm going to bring this to Goodwill today. It feels good that I don't have a lot. These are just the grocery bag stuff. And then I'm going to hit Kohl's for business casual. Yay, no line.
I hope this motivates you, inspires you to set up your home for a new week. And even if it's not on the weekend, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, or Wednesday, Thursday is a better time for you to do a reset. It doesn't have to be on the weekend. It's just about trying to get ahead of things.
I'll see you over at my kitchen declutter. Remember, God loves you. I love you too. And I can't wait to see you next time.